fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Ready.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go. Defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check. Switch.
Look, squeeze.
Locks in. Check. Lucky. Check.
Hit it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. Check.
80 weapons. Get it.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these
You draw Porkers. Go. Ready.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Set, ready. 15 line.
Check back. Spot.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsay. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laturally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kill. Turn up.
On second down now, it's Lindsay. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Two-jet bomber. Crunch. Hey, Sam on. Big rip.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Now!
Hey, check motion man.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he probably should have been down earlier, but they do finally get to him 3 yards short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here we go.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rip left.
From the 39, Brissett. That is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you.
Here's Matt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. Set. To the Pittsburgh.
Nice. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Under 10. Under 10. 10 weapon. What? Get wet, Echo.
Play fake, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check. Fresno. Go. What's the edge? Showing it.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go. Go. Number 53. Mike 53. Get ready. Watch that.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll run with Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Alert 3. Great start. Drive on.
We're set to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
70, Indy. Hey, Orbit. Hey. Man, I got you.
From midfield, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 18 Gators. Check. Jumper. Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike, in your face.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Ebron's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the double.
Pick me up. Here we go. Strong right. Strong left.
Brissett again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll go again here with Mack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Ball trot.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check. 45 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
To throw, Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Push him back.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Brissett sets to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
37 to Mike. Mike 37.
Touchdown.
And we go 37 to Mike.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is the tight end Fant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you, son. You're all mine, baby.
Block now on 1st down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
A gain of 12. And the Broncos first down.
Set 30 base. Look at me, zipper. Here we go. Roll out.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We go. 50, plant. Bravo.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now watch one. Back. General West. Yep. Switch.
53.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Come on, set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now to the air. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jeff Hireman, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Check 45 to Mike. Come on, to you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
I got you, boy. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
53, Mike. No chance. Check 26, check 26. Quick. Watch the ball.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First down. First and goal. The 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 30. Hey, Mike 7. Yeah. Mike 37. I got you, punk. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You got tight. You got tight.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Here we go, set, 10 logo.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
6-6, pull it high.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, exit.
37's the mic, Mike 37. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Get him. Check. Check, hot. Check.
Hey, team 6.
Come on, D. Mike, 53. Mike. Squeeze, double. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
One final try for Locke. Now in desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves